All right, my microphone, excuse me, my microphone's muted. All right, so we live. Congratulations, y'all have made it. Now, for I appreciate y'all. It's been a long day. I don't know. I've been at work all day. I know we all got things to do. I appreciate y'all for coming. So y'all came for some great poetry tonight. Live from the porch. Everybody is kind of off the porch right now. I don't think nobody at home. So that's kind of the way of the world right now. So we not on the porch. We off the porch. It's not live yet. Oh, 1920. Okay. All right. See. All right. Listen. All right, and now we live. We started. How y'all doing? I thank everybody for making it. If you're watching it from the live stream, I thank you for watching it. It's been a long day, and everybody here. We just made it, so we here. We gonna tune in to some great poetry. I'm your host, Zouhair Mussa. On my little thing it say make Zoo. I make music, so that's my what they call it, my musician moniker, if you will. But yeah, live from the porch. Yeah, let's get it. Um, I would normally like set the tone and calibrate, but yeah, I don't know. I think we got some real heavy hitters today, and I think I just want to kick back and listen right quick and just see what we got. So, without further ado, I bring Lady Rev up to the stage.
Hey, what's good, everybody? Thank y'all so much for being here this evening. I'm gonna talk some shit and get up out the way. Um, what be the price of penance? I'll trade you one fancy car for a 2 life sentence. I bet you a pot to piss in halftime that you won't finish. What's really the value of a life? Aborted babies don't have no rights, so privilege be a criminal. Mistakes are like stocks except for they trade at all hours of the day, including weekends. Piss shit, drink water, then brush your teeth again. Ain't no humanity if there's people. So I ask you again, what be the price of penance? Shady politicians fucking on children? White women scrubbing floors for every Angela, Henrietta, and Shantae. I'll give you the option of house arrest if you could prove to me the land that you own. This isn't about intentions. Criminalization don't speak in slang. I bet you 3 milks that commissary comes from the dollar store, only poor feed poor. There's a thin line between revolution and treason. Democracy is a corporation in bankruptcy. The scheme of courthouses ain't business that I'm privy to understand. Only the previous owners of stolen people to be locked away 24 hours a day in cold stone. I'm sorry. I mean, a hospital bed. I'm sorry. I mean, the projects. I'm sorry. I mean, a classroom. I'm sorry. I mean, any place in America that preys on sickness foreign to yourself. What be the price of penance and how would you like to pay? I seen a girl ask for freedom and she was given linen instead. Cement beds prepped for luxurious caskets. Black and brown bodies hold out to fill racism's quota. Somebody's got to do the work. Little kids told to give up your smile, give up your laugh. Misery fits you better. It's only 10 cents a minute to bear witness. Ain't no children left to work this ground. Thank you, woman. Fuck forgiveness. That shit don't make enough. There is no justice if a spirit is still intact. There is no peace if power isn't being waged. And you ain't got enough money on your books to waitlist your Section 8. So what be the price of penance? Shit. Every fucking thing. I am going to read my next poem. And so my camera will probably maybe shut off, but you should still be able to hear me. So, yeah. Just double checking y'all can hear me. I guess Negro spirituals will always be my favorite songs. Sewn to my back like the mark of the beast, I was made pretty. Made to look at mirrors of empty, resembling other people I may not know. I wonder if people hear black folks scream. Do our tears look like raindrops or stains on concrete? How many black bodies never see cemetery? My words cost me too much. Make my thoughts a prison for what I'll never understand. I was made to walk heavy. Cause chatter when I walk into a room. I never figured out the price of comfortability, but I know I can't afford it. Can't count how many generations have been broken, but I can feel it. This DNA regenerated sends shivers of slain masters, family reunions, African ancestry, right gaze, useless tears, anger, and cut tongues. Make me pure. Make me in images I have no words for. Cremate that shade in me so that I know I can show I am a God. Displaced by things that still don't know themselves. Thank you. I'm going to spit a couple more and then I'm going to hand it on back to Zoo.
You said we get one more out you, Lady Rev?
Yeah, I got one or two. Let me know what it
Oh, I
is.
will. Two is great. Two is great.
Yeah. Okay, right on. Just a second. Okay, this is something that is sort of a work in progress, but I thought I'd share it today. Withered Bones carries bodies of men who think greater than their essence. Their minds a catechism of regret, lost time, and senseless antagonism. Their words cost less and oftentimes get mixed in emotions that don't belong. It's difficult to see our shortcomings surpassed by simple aspirations and juvenile admiration, our lesser selves a stepping stone for other generations to avoid. Where does power sit in fists that only fight themselves? Or tongues that speak backwards of progress? How can envied perceptions act as transformers of hope? I hope the sarcasm warms you. Fulfill every hole you've dug, ripped ligaments drag you to the hem of lost opportunities. May your chin bruise the same water narcissists found kin to. Dormant emotions alleged between what you are and what you could do, embodiment of what happens when hopelessness manifests, when being stubborn is no longer childish. Wood can't sharpen iron. Fire can do that. Resentment don't bring love. Forgiveness gives that. Where do shadows go after giving up? Do seasons give too much space? Feet kick up dirt like sucked teeth feed jealousy. When hollow men cast as idols, children get lost. Women assume a masculinity they never wanted. Cycles get created and mutiny is timely. When corpses tell secrets, everyone gets hurt. Babies lose sight of future. There are too many weapons in this house. Casted wannabes and could haves pollute everything. Drive out the light we need to make better decisions and bury the voice of innocence. Yeah, that's something I am still teetering with. And I will end with something familiar. One of my favorite pieces. Ask me where I come from, and I will tell you that it's kind of complicated. You see, I'm a caterpillar that never quite hatched, so my wings were confiscated. I've traveled many, many miles without maps or history books to track my path. The daughter of loneliness and emotional prodigy, I come from grandmothers who never wanted me. I come from little kid cries that no one hears, ravished slaves and gods. My eyes are from the galaxy. All ancestors pass through me, and my tongue speaks in eternity. I come from white folks who don't know me and black men who try to control me. I am made holy. I come from soulless bodies and bloody bonding. I come from half friends and stolen hope. I come from poets and prophets, OGs with stolen watches. I come from gunshots and solar beams. I come from a name that was given me. I come from nomadic scriptures and tainted hieroglyphics. I come from lust with echoes of love and just a little bit of stardust. I come from stolen land, farmed bodies, and hate. I come from sickness and nigga shit. I come from rebels that washed up on Caribbean shores, fly cars with the butterfly doors. I come from kids with no daddies and rape as a family legacy. I come from darkness, the type that births light. Come from my daddy who's been in the hood his entire life. I come from suburbs of poverty, the government always watching me. I come from silenced voices and screaming quiet. I come from a generation that's last to make sense of this shit. I come from black fathers who go unnoticed and the women who try to control them. I come from the land of remembering and forgot everything taught me I am my mother's first daughter. And I come from little girls who don't know or love themselves. I come from cutters, starvation, and successful suicides. I come from black joy cries. I come from our favorite sitcoms and white validation, from diaspora and displacement. I come from rebels, revolutionaries, and coons, underground railroads, and jail cells. I come from Aboriginal, indigenous peoples. My feet be from this earth's soil. I come from gun violence. And yes, I'm referring to the cops. I come from redlining, which has confined my people to just a few blocks. I come from some lying motherfuckers with no coups. Grandma's last birthday and auntie's church suit. But if you really want to know where I come from you. Thank y'all.
Oh my God. Um, I look. This is live. It's live stream. If it was in person, it would be different. But y'all was present for that. I don't know. We was turned up in the chat on our side, but yeah, I don't know. Lady Rev is personally one of my favorite poets. Um, yeah, yeah. I don't know. I feel like I need what like we can continue the show, but like I want like maybe one more. I don't know, but I'll so this topic of like loss of innocence and innocence. So it's interesting, right? We mind you, like this was not planned. Like the our writings were not like we wasn't in cahoots writing, right? Um, it was something that I woke up thinking about as well. And I'm gonna spit a quick piece, and then we gonna go into Alie Jones, and then I come back and like I'll spit some more on the topic of loss of innocence and whatnot. This is just it's a piece. Um, if you invite evil in, it will take over only if you allow it. I'll leech like of me to purge the vamp in myself. The square root of life is death. I wonder what's the price of a child's innocence, emerging contradictions. Ain't no kings in my world, so my desire is not to rule, but to be free. Imagine if John Henry was blind, encapsulated in my fortress of fortitude. I rely solely on my intuition. So meet me at the prayer room, where I confront your death daily. Meet me by the halo climb where the fog is thick as ice, but the crossroads is clear. Meet me beneath the seabed where time is frozen by icy stalactite. One touch from it and everything is stabbed. Here we learn death is flirtatious. We are familiar with abnormalities and know not the price of innocence. Um, and so I see icy stalactite. I forget what they call it, but like deep sea, like ice. It's an icicle. So, but it's like a specific name, whatever. When it falls and it touches the floor bed, whole seabed is frozen. And you know, if you think of that and like the way our emotions is, like sometimes in life we might go through some things where like, you know, it might freeze our nervous system or keep us stunned in a, you know, specific um emotional mind state. And you know, I just thought that was interesting. But yeah, you know, it's a BAM house event. You always in for some deep thought and some hard hitters. So yeah, without further ado, next up I want to bring up Alie Jones.
Thank you, Zoo. Thank you, Bam House. Thank you, Lady Rev. I have to second that. She's one of my favorites. All right. So we're gonna start off with some breathing, y'all. You know, it's me. And just take a deep breath in. Slow exhale. Do two more like that. Take a deep breath in. Slow exhale. I don't want to remember my life before mermaids. I was raised by saltwater queens, blessed by magical beings of mythic proportions, daughters of Yemeya and Gumbo. Those who remind me of the beautiful resilience that lives within us. Coiled crowns adorned with cowrie, goddesses who maintain the grace of a gazelle with the ever-changing tides, mes sirens, my mermaid queens, flowing, crashing, rising. My grandma Genevieve, cayenne pepper royalty, celestial matriarch, soft yet steady as a metronome in a kitchen with a laugh that could brighten any dim room. Unafraid of what is to come because her certainty is founded in love. Her setbacks created the beginnings of her greatest comebacks, flowing through the roughest currents and remaining strong, flowing, crashing, rising. My mother Teresa, calming like rosemary and gentle as gardenia, earth warrior, who taught me to respect and protect the earth, to value all forms of life, holding space for her offspring and her softness, unconditionally magical, conjuring potions that transformed the flu into a slight sniffle. She grew in the midst of adversity, never allowing fear to stop her pursuit, crashing against every judgment or expectation with determination, flowing, crashing, rising. Mes sirens, my mermaid queens, cousins who always remind me that I could do anything, sisters that challenge me to seek softness in times of pain and trauma, to look at myself in a mirror, untarnished by self-loathing. My aquatic angels, who kept me sane when all I thought I could ever be was crazy, loving with our hearts wide open, guided by our gut feelings and our star signs, rêveurs, croyants, amants, et guerriers, dreamers, believers, lovers, and warriors, rising above black holes of doubt, insecurities, and fear, flowing, crashing, rising. Okay. So that's the first piece. Hello, y'all. Hello, everybody. Again, Alie Jones. And I just feel like I need to talk a little bit about this piece because without the context, you'd be like, what are we talking about? I was born on a military base, and there's a lot of interesting things about that, a lot of things that, are whatever, but the base is now a university, and on this space, there is this stuff called unexploded ordnance, which basically, like, there are bombs that have not gone off. And so I've been thinking a lot about that. And that's what this piece is called. In the belly of the beast we sit, consuming, producing, unfolding, dreaming of liberation beyond monotonous comfort conjured in a realm of fear. These moments of cheer know nothing, yet crave everything. How can you identify genocide? Names written on limbs of children in churches, hospitals, and homes. After you are called animals for the third time, you scream. We listen, we question, we rage. Burns across your eyelids from bombs in the night. You don't know sleep. Can't remember a time when you can breathe. There are fires to burn, places to rebuild. If only we could end this uneven war. How can you identify genocide? In hospitals, churches, and homes, carpets bombarded by malicious intent. Obliteration mission. Co-signed by stars and stripes, blood, red, white flags, blue poppies. The isolation of oppression will not persevere. Together we rise. Together we fight. Together we get free. Okay. Zoo, how am I on time? I'm so bad at this, y'all. I'm just like, we're gonna vibe. I have a few more I can do. Okay, we're gonna keep going. Okay, so I want to share a piece from the play I've been working on, which shout out to BAMBDFEST. Will be doing a stage reading at the Monday Night Theater, August 18th. Doors open at 6:30. And this play is a migration story, essentially, through my family coming to California from Louisiana. All right. Have you ever felt like honey? Soft and tender, sweet and luscious, ripe and ready for everything. A full glass of water, breeze flowing, geranium fragrance, sand between my toes, grains of rice between my fingers, the smell of rain. Liberating love like breathing deeply. Watching the sunset on the water, moon in my mouth, ball of yarn turned blanket, placemats, crocheted moments, and the coast belongs to our ancestors. Losing recipes like languages on tongues, frozen in time, magic lives in these taste buds, swelling with sacred meditations you call recipes. 3 cups of laughter, 2 cups of courage, whole heart or nothing. A 4th cup of roux in this fricassee. 1 teaspoon of sea salt tossed over your left shoulder. 1/2 teaspoon of faith, just in case. Season to taste, just remember to say grace. All right, we'll do one more piece. All right, so this piece is also in the play. And I just have to preface it by how I started off. Black women make up 40% of human beings trafficked in the United States. And that is a huge number. A lot of people can't even process that, but this is a call, a dare, a request, an invitation for us to show up and do something. This is I Dare You. I dare you to see Black girls. Witness the almond-colored triumph in our eyes, to recognize Black girls beyond the colonizer lies. I dare you to release. Instant gratification and exploitation. Our pain cannot be fixed with a Band-Aid. Black girls are not a gas station or a shopping mall here for your convenience. We are short and fat and thin and tall, wilting and blooming. So much more than the eye can see. We wear crowns that can get heavy. I dare you to hold space for Black girls who bloom in a drought, Black girls who ask too many questions and don't learn from our mistakes, from the sweetest sunflower to the thorniest rose. I dare you to embrace Black girls falling apart in front of you, who are too loud, too fast, and have an attitude. Black girls with beads and barrettes, with scars we can't forget. I dare you to be courageous, to stand up and love Black girls who could use a hug or two, deserving of care and adoration, mama, mentor, auntie. Nurture the mending. You are a mirror of joy and affection. Granny, teacher, sister, I dare you to stop saying this ain't your problem. To stand up and fight. Be the glimmer of light. I dare you to protect Black girls, to shine brighter than the storms you face, to be a lighthouse when fog rolls your way, to move with deliberation and grace. Thank you. Thanks, y'all.
Thank you, thank you, thank you. Yeah, that was amazing. Yeah, no, we appreciate Alie Jones. I think personally, I don't know, the transition between just everything we was talking about, like just the deep breath that I feel like, you know, we just allowed to take and all that. Um, excuse the dog barking. Look, what we say off the porch. Um, yeah, nah, I appreciate that. Um, look, I could spit something. We got a guest in the room. You know, I would love our guest to spit something. Um, think I spit a little poem, and then we gonna bring our guest up. Let me see. Uh, a nightmare that wanted to dream. See, sometimes nightmares wish they were dreams. I woke up with a seashell on my tongue. The roof of my mouth riddled with dreams unraveled, discarded by the weaver of fate. If this is a sign, I can't make sense of it. So I keep on. But no capacity for anything else but to keep on. You know, my mama and her friends see possibility in these seashells. Future foretold in coffee ground remains in crustacean homes. Who knew saliva could tell your story better than you could? Temporary vessels are gifted to us at the beginning of our journey. Although many of us ditched the ride along the way, the internal torture of being highly aware to your relation to time and space and moving at the speed of light and then everything just not going your way. See, I have yet to move an inch. In fact, I could run around the whole world and still go nowhere. I stare at the picture of my deceased cousin on the wall, and he tells me this is not the end. See, heartbreak is only a means of forgiveness. A tender way of cutting through my stone cold heart to let me know I'm still alive before it dries up again. The same hands that forged a blitzing desire to scorch everything in its path shall know peace, alongside eternal combustion. The same hands used to ignore you shall be haunted by your memory forever. Your blood is stained on my hands forever, as if I killed you. your face glued to my brain as if I killed you. I ask myself if my neglect in your final moments did it, but deep down inside, I know. Matter of fact, I know you better than you know yourself. You ain't do it, the pain did it. The pain did it. Because I know you better than your. Mm. So I know you ain't. Because you still right there riding in my back seat smoking this blunt with me, right? Okay. So I replay your voice, and then your voice begins to glide off my lips as if we was one, and I vowed to destroy myself in your honor again, and I vowed to destroy myself for you, my blood, my flesh, my auntie's baby boy, dear God, the same heart that harbored conflict is in distraught, in shock, and frozen in bereavement. I should have known you didn't mean it. I should have seen the signs of the drug abuse a little earlier. Perhaps I would have grieved you then and been fine now, perhaps not. Frozen in the bereavement of a loved one who never stood a chance. The abused child who stood up for himself after he was stripped of the chance. Dear big brother, I hear you speaking to me. If violence wasn't your superpower, it may have been the first thought everyone felt when they saw you glance at them. I one of them saw your weeping heart. And I one of them saw the gracefulness in which you excuse me, technical difficulties. I I apologize. Um, but I woke up with a seashell on my tongue. Um, and that was the poem. Um, are we still here? Is everyone still with me? Y'all gotta let me know something. Okay, we still here. All right. Did were y'all able to catch that? I don't know. When I came, cause I was reading it off my phone, and then my yeah, cut mid poem. Yeah, lick, so it froze on me. All right. See, that's okay. It's all right. My apologies, y'all. All right. I'll be back. I'll spit the rest of the poem later. But that's neither here nor there. Look, we have some very talented guests in the room. I would like to now open this up. Whether you, I know I ain't gonna lie. I see some people watching on Facebook too. I don't know if we could get the link for the StreamYard under the Facebook, because I know y'all might want to spit something. Um, I want to open up for like the little open mic portion and just let people, free flow and do what they do. Um, so yeah, if you watching this on Facebook, please I invite you to actually come into the space with us and perform. Let the people see, this is medicine. It's medicine. It's sacred, right? This is sacred space. Like every time we gather like this, and you know what I'm saying, we put our hearts out there, and it's real sacred space. So yeah, you know, without further ado, I'ma actually Yeah, the link has been shared. Look, thank you. The link has been shared. Miss Smiley, you know, I'm gonna pass it over to you to bring my people up from the audience into the stage, you know, up to the stage. And I would love for you to introduce yourself and let the people know who you are.
Y'all hear me? Hey, peace, peace,
Yes,
peace.
yes, ma'am.
Okay. Well, my name is Nisha the Lovely. I'm a Oakland native poet, advocate, friend of Sister Alie Jones, mermaid. Peace and love, y'all. Thank you for giving me the opportunity to speak because I was really just gonna tune in and listen, but I don't want to pass up the opportunity to share something. So, thank you very much, Lady Rev. You dope, fire. Meek, you're hella dope. Met you before at one of AO's events. Always actually see you at AO's events. So thank you. Um, I'm just gonna read some stuff. So here we go. The first one is titled Identity Crisis. Um, this is from my book, Daughter of a Black Son. Again, Nisha the Lovely. Identity Crisis. In search of an identity, he dug through heaps of crap, begged for gang acceptance, but their reception was a trap. Told him he'd be family if first he proved his loyalty. A quick initiation would title him hood royalty. So gullibly he prepared, far too eager to fit in. What was clearly a pack of wolves he naively saw as friends. Ignoring loved ones' concerns with all the warning signs, this young man in search of self located a life of crime. In less than a month, he went from simpleton to thug. Childhood crushes were now bitches, and his new leisure was drugs. Just weeks ago, this lost soul was seeking validation. Now, with gun in hand, he's the man seeking vindication. Easily manipulated, he was persuaded to shoot someone. Gang brethren bagged on banging and convinced him it'd be fun. So, with the loaded pistol, he impetuously found the right guy in a random stolen Chevy to accomplish his drive-by. Once his victim was spotted, quickly smashed on the gas with gat aimed out the window, yelling, "Nigga, I'm about to smoke your ass." Pumped on a dangerous cocktail and the thought of being a boss, insensibly he fired off, callous of lives being lost. Once the clip was emptied, he sped through a red light, resulted in a high-speed chase, endangering everything in sight. New to such an adrenaline rush, high on substance and ego, he attempted to be Evil Knievel, but lost control of the vehicle. The car flipped several times, ejecting him from the seat, and simultaneously sobriety hit as his head hit the concrete. Instantly, he regretted trying to be someone else and longing to be found. He completely lost himself. A cold sensation struck his back before a warmth went streaming down. He rolled his battered body and found his peers glaring at him on the ground. With internal bleeding, he struggled to say, "Yo, dog, give me a hand." But shock stopped his clock when his gang brother said, "Nah, dude, you're better off dead, my man." See, we knew that this gang life wasn't for you, but you begged us to be a part. So we set your simple ass up and had you take out a narc. So thanks for doing our dirty work, kid. You got a lot of heart, but a weak lid. So desperate to be a street king that you pulled the wrong card. But Joker, this is how it ends when you want to play hard. Dang, fuck you thought. This gang life ain't no game. I think I'll share another one. I'm going to have to take myself off of video because I got to read it from my phone. Again,
Oh, we cannot hear you at the moment.
Did y'all lose me?
Yes, ma'am, we could not hear you.
Oh, that's bad. Did you hear the first piece?
No, ma'am.
Oh, okay. All right, go on to the next person. Let me try to get this right.
All right, hello. Look, we appreciate you, Miss Lovely. And yeah, this is it's a live network, so sometimes it's not like we in person, but this should actually be more fuel for you to come check out some Bam House in person events, because y'all know what we on and y'all see this and y'all hear this fire, and y'all feel this. Like, I don't think nobody I don't think you could really get this anywhere else um out here. Uh yeah. Um I don't know. These is like, when you listening to us, like, these is real. These is like real stories, and like, this is, I don't know. It's it's a gift to be able to take life and then communicate it in a way that breathes life back into what was going on, because it's gone now. It's just a moment. It's a memory. So like, when you breathe life into a memory, it's like, I don't know. It's a gift. I noticed we had another guest that popped in from Facebook, possibly. Can we yes, sir. See, introduce yourself. Hey, let the people know who you are. Yep, yeah, we can hear you. We can hear you. It's okay. Give us a little second while we figure this out.
Hello, can you hear me?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Sound better?
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, I was just saying that because it said on the list that was tomorrow, so I thought it was tomorrow. But I did be able to see y'all perform. I did see y'all perform. See y'all get to perform. Yeah, I appreciate it, man. Appreciate your poem about your cousin, man. Appreciate about your poem about everybody that was performing, including Alex poem too. And shout out to Miss Zinga for putting this together. I appreciate her for doing this. That's why I keep on coming back to support because supporting arts. And, without people supporting the arts, we have to start supporting arts more. So that's what I did.
For sure. For sure.
I mean, yeah, I wasn't expecting to perform tonight. I mean, yeah, it's just, yeah. But hopefully, I like to see y'all perform some more and stuff like that. I'm happy to be here. Oh, can you hear me? Can y'all hear me?
See now we really hear you.
Okay. Can you hear me?
Yeah, now you in the game. We really hear you.
Yeah. Because my phone, I got a bad phone. I got a really bad phone. But yeah, I was just saying I'm thankful for being here in the space with y'all. That's all. That's pretty much it. Yeah, that's pretty much it. I just gotta get a new phone. But I was just came because on the thing it said tomorrow, so I was like, I thought it was tomorrow, so I didn't know until a couple maybe 15 minutes, like an hour, like 30 minutes ago, like I missed out. But I'm happy to get the few minutes I did get. So hopefully I'm gonna see it back and see it back later on.
All right, no doubt.
Yeah, I thank y'all for doing that, man. Your poem about your cousin, I appreciate that poem. Just reminded me of my relationship with my cousin who passed away through drug dependency. So, those are tough situations, and then with the heat. And yeah, I wish I saw Lady Red because she's my homie. You know what I'm saying? Much love to her. I know that's why I was able to get in, recognize it was tonight. Shout out to her too. But yeah, and then Mrs. Zinga, I appreciate all y'all for doing this. So that was it. I wasn't expecting the point. I was just, I mean, yeah. But yeah, just thank y'all.
For sure. Yeah, nah. This we gonna stream it. We gonna restream it. If you would like to spit something, you more than welcome. We love to hear you spit. Another Bam House original. But yeah, this is a space we all appreciate. I want to invite Miss Smiley. Miss Smiley. So Miss Smiley, man, is the whole reason why we able to even talk to y'all right now. Cause I would not be able to run StreamYard. I don't know how to do this. Right, Miss Smiley is holding it down. I want to know if Miss Smiley would like to spit. Um, if not, I could close this out with a little something, and if anybody else in the room would like to offer up a closing piece, and then we could call it a day. Miss Smiley, how we feeling? Here, I'll offer up my piece first. Right, offerings. Okay, let's go. Where the skeletons rest by the shipyards, back at the graveyard, where the shipwrecks on the sea don't get brought in till high tide. Where the skyline makes you forget the deaths here until the grave crowds you. This flower, this tree atop this soil, beneath it rests a corpse that I cling to. Beneath it rests a corpse that I cling to. If I could unearth it, I would, but my hands would be filled with dust. An archaeological expedition to recover a skeletal system similar to my own. Our blood coursed the same 24 hours a day to fill the gaps our communication left for dead. Now make it make sense. Ironic that the aftermath of chaos is comfort. Comfort I seek for self, like when I hug myself, when I find nature regulates for us. A newfound relationship with uncertainty. My chemical wiring was not meant to conform to everyone's system. Was not meant to confront peace. I was meant for survival. I hardly see woodpeckers, but I hear them when I sit in the trees. Just how love is revolutionary contraband in that dark place you could feel, but it's hard to see. See, the same time life grows here, it's a graveyard. Rock assumes position behind stick protruding from soil where skeletons rest, where the fruits fall off the tree, where time is frozen and they sway in the wind as if the truth was not swallowed. In a world so vicious, a soldier's life creates a peace of mind. Battles with enemies who have no conscience will only feed you the consequence of malice, and it goes as far as you go. You could have lived, but you chose to rest early, or you were dead before you were sanctified, or you could have been a diamond, but you chose to be a rock, or see, pain can refine us in ways that could make you second guess human behavior, or imagine you couldn't imagine anything else than the content you are force fed, or imagine following a force so powerful it could lift you up or destroy you, or imagine real time heaven and hell is in the now, or the dreadful truth of our times versus the tragedy we choose to overcome today. Though it is a painful experience to live, the thickness of our skin serves as fortitude. I see remnants of a monopolized threat. I see everything posted up in the eye of the storm, and I spoke to the graveyard over and over and heard nothing but a whistle in the wind. So I wrote this caged bird song. Thank you. Um, and that was that. Miss Smiley. Miss Smiley. Look, Alie Jones, I'm sorry. No names. I apologize. We calling people out. You should actually check out Alie Jones and everything that Alie Jones does. I think I heard what is it called? What they do when people read the book to you? An audio book. Yeah, I heard we got an audio book coming, but you know, Alie Jones gonna tell you about some other things Bam House got going on in collaboration with Alie Jones, and you know, Miss Smiley might tell you about some things Miss Smiley got in collaboration with the world, because Miss Smiley really a superstar. That's what y'all don't know. Excuse me, I apologize. I'm a little childish. Look, Miss Smiley is a superstar. The tickets. Alie Jones just dropped the tickets in the chat. You know, perhaps we could get them going on Facebook. But I'm talking too much. Let's get Miss Smiley, do your thing. Excuse me, I apologize for talking too much. This your stage. Go ahead.
Oh, no, no, no. Feel free to talk. Thank you. I appreciate the love. I've just got one quick piece for y'all before I hand it back to your lovely host. But I am really blessed to be the virtual production manager for BAMFest 2025. So holding down and trying to design the spaces that are hitting the virtual waves. So thank y'all for being here. This piece is a piece that was in my play Dirty White Teslas Make Me Sad, which was at the Magic. I am excited to say that I am the playwright for the second show of the 2026 season at the Magic Theater in San Francisco. So, check that out. But yeah, here's a little quickie. Ain't this about crazy? Skyscrapers block the sun as bodies turn into question marks incarnate, intimate and inanimate as their heart slows to a beat of their own understanding, could be bent by the weight of high expectations and zero resources. Marks of brown sugared stigmata rise from the skin like Lazarus gasping for salvation, choking on blood-thick air. Ain't it a sight to see? Exorcismic contortion of the spirit played in the confines of a body? We can swap your addiction for a drug of your choice as long as you don't seek the treatment that will make our six-figure salary obsolete, strip you of dignity and let you spray down with the hose in public for optics' sake. See how 5-0 oversees open air drug deals without pause, watch the city bleed out with a handful of gauze and use it to wipe the sweat of useless satisfaction from their brow. Just a couple more blocks either way, and the scent of dried piss stains and mammalian feces mutates into a guarded fragrance of Burberry perfume and the power washed facade of care and concern for the tourist's sake. Bodies dropping like shell casings on Newcomb and lines are redrawn where the money resides, but who am I to judge? Another app-based struggler stuck between the city's economic stratospheres and lost at that. 5 different map apps and I still get turned around. Ask for my steps to be ordered and God's playing hold music with promises that my call will be answered in due time. Thank you.
Smiley. Oh, oh, there it goes. Excuse me. Oh my God. Excuse me. That was a sneeze for the ages. That was a sneeze for the ages. Look, we have reached the end of our show. Really, Alie Jones, would you like to come up and say anything or promote anything that you would like to I don't know, what would you like to tell the people? What would you like to leave as your final offering? Well, not your final offering to this space in this in this specific moment in time.
I just wanted to thank you and Smiley for hosting and holding the space down. And yeah, and Nisha and Leon for showing up and everyone else watching. Thank you.
Oh, that was it. That was have a good night. Okay, we done. All right, look. Have a great night, y'all. Look, I appreciate y'all. Okay. Bam Fest. We are doing, look, can y'all are y'all with me? I don't know if the connection just timed out. August 18th, 7 p.m. Pull up. But other than that, that's Miss Alie Jones, Saltwater Moonshine, August 18th, 7 o'clock p.m. But other than that, Bandfest is hosting, all August. Look, come in, you know, look, look. Yeah, come in. Just come in. Maybe dedicate yourself to come in like once a week, and just dip your head into space. I mean, they running Monday through Friday. Like I'm talking about 10 a.m. to 10 p.m. And I mean, like these aren't no ordinary plays. Like just how you came here, this was no ordinary poetry. These ain't no ordinary plays. Okay. So we here. It's Oh yeah, nah, yeah, we done. We done. We here. Look, let's close it out with some great music. I appreciate y'all for coming. This has been a Bam House event. I appreciate y'all.